In fact, he and I go back to 1990, when we had trim waistlines and we had head color to our hair, you know. And Mr. Dirty's got a few years on me, but he's hopefully he'll be completely healed and be here. Mr. John McManus was going to be here also, and he had, I guess it was he's 85, and his daughters and wives suggested he not come, worried about you know, getting ill or what have you. And I think there might be, who else? Oh yes, Mr. King, Michael King. Michael King has been here with his family, and yesterday or 2 days ago, the mom came down with a temperature and flu-like symptoms. So we could not allow them because of the protocol. So, but we're still going to have a great time. I think it's safe to say that we don't have any of our graduates are out looting and vandalizing and rioting. Okay. And I want to thank all of you for giving us a week of your time. Your parents, and we have a lot of families here, and this is a family camp, but we do have some unaccompanied, and we're glad to have you too. The camp may prove to be an experience of a lifetime. The staff and counselors volunteered their time. They actually paid to be here, by the way. They understand how important you are. They deserve your respect and attention. We do not want anyone passing notes during class. It's disrespectful. If we catch your note, we're going to publish it in the camp newspaper. So we're going to be careful, all right? Also, and Mr. Kalos will bring this up too, use plenty of time between classes to use the bathroom, to get a little water, to throw the frisbee. Please respect the instructors. The classes are 45 minutes and they're very engaging. Do not go out to use the bathroom during class. Go before or go after, unless you're physically sick, okay? It just shows disrespect. Some of you count the days until camp. How many have done that? How many of you count the days before camp? Oh, just a few hands. Come on. Okay. And some of you were dragged here, right, by your parents. Oh, it's going to be a terrible problem, right? But it's been my observation that after a couple of days, those that say, "Oh, I don't want to be here," they don't want to leave come the last day. In fact, sometimes they cry. Mr. Shurtleff, can we do 2 weeks? I said, what do you think, I'm crazy? It would kill me. Okay? Take advantage of everything that we have to offer you. Those that come back with a bad report, I guarantee you, just moping around, not getting engaging. Now, we have so much going on. We have, between the classes, we're going to have an optional field trip. We're going to do some shooting. That sounds like a lot of fun, huh? We're going to fire cannons. I see Mrs. V says shooting. Yeah, we have a range here, so we're gonna, it's optional. We have a swimming pool. We have a pond, not a lake. We have martial arts displays, and we have ping pong tournaments and basketball tournaments and chess tournaments and all kinds of great things. So you might leave here with some additional skills. We're gonna do some map reading, compass reading and map reading too. How many people know how to read a map? Just a few of you, okay. Well, some of you know how to read a map. But y'all got here, right? You didn't use a map, you used the GPS, right? Okay, so now, I expect the senior campers to help make the new campers feel welcome and show leadership. And one of the simple things is picking up after yourselves. We say that the camp is spotless, let's put it this way. I didn't see a lot of broken beer bottles and beer cans around here, did you? No. So, not that anyone brought beer bottles, of course, but we want to, if you see trash on the floor, on the ground, please pick it up. If you see trash around here, please pick it up and be respectful. You represent your families and you represent Camp Constitution. You've all been deputized ambassadors for Camp Constitution. So that means whatever your behavior is a reflection upon the camp and also your parents and your brothers and sisters. Okay. Promptness. If you are on time, you are 5 minutes late. What do I mean by that? Yes.
You should be 5 minutes early.
You should be 5 minutes early. That's right. That's right. I'm going to give you a $10 camp bar when we bring them up. Okay. I like that answer. Right? How old are you? You're 10 years old. He may be the future camp director. So you need to be ready. So we shouldn't have to run around and get you. And that's your counselor's job, is to make sure you are where you're supposed to be. Okay? All right, okay. Okay, now we do have a dress code, so you should have seen this. Boys are to wear shirts anytime they are outside their cabins unless they're swimming, okay? So cabins in rooms. Other than that, and there are some families downstairs, so at 11 o'clock, you might be able to whisper a little bit, but no, lights out at 11, and that means lights out. You may not all be asleep at 11, but you have to be considerate of your neighbors, okay? Shoes and sneakers that will be worn when you're outside as well. The exception, of course, is the waterfront. And why we do this? Because we want you to be uncomfortable, right? And mean. You ever hear of deer ticks and Lyme disease? How many people, some of you are city boys, city slickers, right? Lyme disease is the gift that keeps on giving. And there's deer around, there's all kinds of critters around here. You might get Lyme disease, and we would hate to see that, right? So that's why we do that. Okay, name tags, right here. Anytime you're outside your cabin, or your room, name tags, all right? Let's see, no eating in the rooms. Now you can eat here, outside here. If you have any snacks that need to be refrigerated, we have a refrigerator right here that you can use. And there's also one it's pretty full already, but there's one in the newspaper room. But you do have, if you have something that's perishable, you can put it there. Yeah, right. We do plan to have a snack bar in the newspaper room, which is right next to the office, which is in the next building. You both should be able to see. You see the office, and you take a quick right. It's on the left-hand side. It will announce when it's open. The camp, they have their own gift shop. And when is your gift shop open, Miss Beth?
It's open most days after lunch and supper.
Okay. All right. Great. So I'm going to bring up the camp nurse in a few minutes, but to talk about the protocol about sick call. But the sick call, unless it's obviously a medical emergency, will be before and after breakfast at the cafeteria. I mean, if it's a mosquito bite or if it's something serious, 24/7, of course. And all of the counselors have the nurse's phone number, and the parents probably should get Mrs. Mickle's phone number too, and when she comes up, she can give it out, so that way you have access. And she's in room 23, which is right over here on the left-hand side, if it's an emergency. Okay, we want the adults to participate in the classes too, but one thing we do ask is that the adults do not ask the instructors questions during class, because the younger ones tend to kind of back off and the adults sort of take it over. You're more than welcome to talk to the instructor afterwards. Most of them are going to be here for the whole week, and we want you to do that, in fact, but not during the class, just for that matter. And let's see. Chain of command. I was E6 in the Army, United States Army. We have something called a chain of command. You know what a chain of command is? Okay, well, when you're a private, you don't go to the general when you get a problem. You go to the sergeant. The sergeant doesn't go to the president of the United States. He goes to his lieutenant, okay? So the same, if you have a problem in your room, or if your family has a problem, Mr. Kalis is, if the families have a problem, you can say, hey, we need something, the water's not running right, or something's leaky, or what have you, or what other problems. If you're a camper, your counselor is your first chain of command. I am not a Supreme Court justice. Oh, I'd love to be. Oh man, there'd be a lot of these 5-4 decisions that would go in our favor instead of the enemy's favor, right? I just say no, most of these things anyway. So don't come to me and say, oh, my counselor says I can't do this, but I'm going to ask you, because I'm going to let the lower courts decision stand, okay? What's that Latin word, staris? Yes, that's what I use. Okay. Okay, now, so all of you got runs into town. If you run out of things that you may need, toiletries, toothpaste, whatever, your counselor will, you can let your counselor know, and Mr. Villanicus, where's Mr. Villanicus? Mr. V, he's around here somewhere. He's our executive administrator. That's a fancy title for the guy who runs the store, okay? He's also a pizza czar and our picture commissioner too, so he's got a lot of duties. And he does them well, okay? All of you got, who didn't get a bag with stuff in it? Just one hand went up. Okay, well, the little ones don't need the bags. Just if you're a camper, okay, we'll make sure. Now, in that bag, where's your bag? Did you bring it with you? Okay, if you didn't get a bag, see Mr. Everett, okay? In that bag should be a copy of the U.S. Constitution that you should bring with you. There should be a pen, so you can't say I got nothing to write with, right? You have the camp schedule in there as well. There is a reprint called Republics and Democracy, so if you learn nothing else, you'll know that we are a republic and not a democracy, and you'll really know the reason why. And there's also a DVD. It's called Overview of Our World. The man that was supposed to be able to present it in person couldn't make it, so you get a half-hour version, which you can go home, play it, and share with people. Okay? All right. Okay. All right. Now, all of the classes will take place here. All of the classes for the adults and for the older campers. And Mrs. Kraft has the junior campers at level below. So the parents will be when they dismiss tomorrow, the young ones will be brought there tomorrow. Okay, now I want to introduce Miss Beth. She is taking care of us this week. Let's give her a good warm hand. Who's from Pennsylvania?
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
I want to officially welcome you to Singing Hills. We are very glad to have people here again. I know that it has been a bit of a strange year for everybody, but we want to make sure that you guys can come here and have fun and really enjoy your retreat just together.
Can't hear you.
All right, I'll try and talk louder.
Yes.
We know it's been a strange year for everybody, but we really want you guys to be able to have a good retreat here, to have fun and to learn and to enjoy each other's company. And part of that is us as a staff making sure that we are available to you guys to take care of any problems or concerns that you may have. We also realize that some of you coming in may be frustrated or tired or discouraged just with where you are in life or different things that are happening. We wanted to encourage you by letting you know we have been praying for you already as a staff. We will continue to pray for you while you are here. We know that we have seen God do really great things through retreats here, and we hope that you guys are really able to hear what you need to hear and learn what you need to learn while you're here. So we do have a couple housekeeping things that we need to go over. One is that if the fire alarm goes off for any reason in whatever building you are in, the meeting place is straight outside. It's right outside of this building. Gather in a group so you can count heads and just make sure that everybody is okay. There will be a staff member who will be alerted if that does go off and will be able to get the necessary people here if there is an actual problem. We also have swim time scheduled for you guys. We have 6:30 to 7 every morning. You guys have a polar plunge in the lake. And then you also have 2:30 to 4:30 every afternoon. The pond and the pool is open for you guys. We will have lifeguards available, but we have to ask that you guys do not go swimming when there is not a lifeguard there. We just want everybody to be safe. We do have neighbors around here. We have a very beautiful, pretty large property. However, we do have some neighbors right down alongside the road, and we want to be mindful of the noise, specifically at night for them. We just want to be courteous. So outside noise, we like to just stay quieter after 9 p.m. And then inside noise is quieter after 11 o'clock p.m. We have basketball, a lot of things you guys already have scheduled for your tournaments, but those are also open at any time if you guys want to go and play those. You don't have to have a staff member open anything for you. The balls and equipment are already out there. We also have a gift shop. It will be open most days after lunch and after supper. And if there's another time you guys would like to have it open, we can schedule that for you. We have some necessities. If anybody forgot shampoo or soap, we have it there. We also have bug spray, different things like that, as well as gifts and snacks. So we want to just make sure you guys have a really good retreat here. You can follow your chain of command if you do have a concern, and eventually that will get to staff. We have a staff member available 24 hours a day, so even if there's a problem at night, please feel free to reach out. We want to make sure you guys are taken care of. As the last thing, we really just want to encourage you guys to take the time to learn, to be together, to have fun, and to enjoy our outdoors. We have trails that you guys can go on where you can just go in the woods and enjoy nature. We have trail maps available, but please take the opportunities that we have for you guys while you're here. Again, we'll be praying for you while you're here and again while you're gone. So thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Kalis, had served as a recreational director, is now wearing two hats. He is the head counselor and recreational director, so he needs a lot of help. Mr. Kalis.
This is awesome. The largest number we've had. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Shurtleff covered quite a bit of what I was going to do, so I'm going to blow through my notes. But one of the techniques that we've used to get your attention is, say Mr. Shurtleff or I or somebody, one of the counselors want your attention, will say, Camp Constitution, heads up, and then you yell heads up. Now, even if you didn't hear me, you hear everyone else saying heads up, so you'll know to have our attention. So let's practice that. Camp Constitution, heads up! Heads up! Get a little louder. Camp Constitution, heads up! Now I have your attention. Mr. Shurtleff has it, so that we'll be able to conduct what we want to, or explain what we want. There's also a technique that we have that we like to do as a group when we want to share our excitement or our endearment or our support for something. And it's, instead of hip hip hurrah, we say hip hip huzzah. So I'm going to practice that with you because this is going to be happening throughout the camp. So when I say hip hip, you say huzzah. Hip hip huzzah! You know I want to do it again. Right? Hip hip huzzah! One more time. Hip hip huzzah! That is awesome. You're going to take this home with you, I guarantee you. All right, now I have to go through some of the rules. I'm going to bang them out, but I got to say them so that you all know that we said them at least once. Name tags, always up here. We don't want to be looking for them down on your waist, right up here. Counselors, it's your job that they leave that room with those on. There's only one exception, and that's when you're swimming, and you'll give your name tag to the lifeguard. Scheduled events means that you're required to attend those. And one of the requirements Mr. Shurtleff talked about was being on time. What is his name? Lombardi? The Lombardi Trophy from the Super Bowl. If you're not 15 minutes early, you're late. Well, we're not doing that. 5 minutes. We've given all the campers an extra 5 minutes in between classes. I know he said that about restroom breaks, but we really don't want to see that. We want you to show the speakers their respect, and they deserve that. No campers are to leave camp, period. Everyone in cabins by 10:30, lights out by 11. No boys in the girls' cabin, no girls in the boys' cabin. There's no reason to do that, absolutely. So let's not do that. No physical contact between male and female campers. We even go as far as say we ask the parents not to do that as well and be good examples. We're going to be inspecting the rooms each and every morning. Two of the big things that we judge them on is its neatness and its cleanliness, and then the creativity and the direction or the decorations that you put up. So we'll look forward to seeing those.
What's the contest? Where do you get?
Oh, your pizza is free at the end of Thursday night if you're the winner. And it'll be in the newspaper each day. We'll be commenting on your rooms, and you'll get a point total, and then the winner of that wins free pizza for the evening. Campers, we recognize that there's many adults around here, and we recognize that us counselors can't be around all the time. And so some of the adults, if you see something, we're asking you to correct that. I mean, if you're the adult and some kids are screwing around, step up to the plate. And if you do get corrected, as campers, we want to show those people respect, and we would like you to answer with yes, ma'am, or yes, sir. All campers are to check their phones in with their counselors, and there's only 2 times you get to use those. For emergency use only, and then when you return to your room after campfire and after we socialize or have rec for a while, you can use them for 15 minutes, and then you return them back to your counselors. The scheduled events that you're required to be at on time, which would be how early?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Flag raising, flag lowering, all the classes, the meals, and there's a prayer before the meals. We'll be meeting for the meals inside the building?
Yes, just like
Inside, right? Just like we did this afternoon, but for dinner. But there'll be a prayer before everyone. Recreation, right after lunch at 1 o'clock, there's a required, it's a scheduled event of recreation. Now, you don't necessarily have to participate in it, actively playing in it, but you can encourage, you can write a letter, or an article for Mr. Affleck and put it in the paper. So we would like you to be a part of that. We want to create a team environment that we're all here together. Campfire is also a scheduled event. The recreation, Mr. Shurtleff said, swimming, hiking, there's trails, there's maps of the trails. The campfire, of course, we're having volleyball, wiffle ball, chess, 3-on-3, ping pong, gaga, and free throw tournaments. The sign-up sheets are in where we will be saying the prayer before each meal, and you'll see on the tournaments, many of those are, you just show up for it when they're scheduled, and we'll pick the teams then, so it's not necessarily you have to sign up for it. What I do for the ones that you have to sign up for, which is like the foosball, ping pong, chess, is I have these little Avery stickers where you sign your name on that sticker. You don't put it, and then when I get enough people in there, and we will be bracketing them off after lunch tomorrow. And so I can just take that sticker and put it into the brackets, and then I really don't have to try to read your handwriting. I would urge you to be as legible as you can, but as we all know, there's a lot of chicken scratch out there now. So, all right. And then the last rule is if in the event that something comes up that we don't have a rule for, we're just going to make them up as we go along. I would encourage each and every one of you to participate as much as you can. The week goes by so fast. There's so much to do. There's no reason to think that you're bored or you can make friends. I have lifelong friends. He comes to Michigan to visit me. It's just incredible. Many people. My daughter used to count down the days. She's flying in on Wednesday just to be here because she doesn't want to miss it. So it's an incredible opportunity. You have to have a phenomenal time, and you can be a part of it. We need your help. It's not just us giving you the phenomenal time. It's a group effort, and you're going to take this back with wherever you go, I guarantee it. But in last, I want to share something. You all know I'm pinch hitting for Mr. Herderney, and I know that he's going to get this. Is being filmed, right? Mm-hmm. So he's going to see this. And so I would like us all to stand up, and we're going to give him a 3 huzzas. Because he's done an incredible job for all of us. And this is for him to get better, a speedy recovery, and so that we can see him again next year. Hip hip! Hurrah! Hip hip! Hurrah! Hip hip! Hurrah! All right, thank you very much.
Okay, we need to have our camp nurse come up here, and our camp nurse, she's I think your 3rd or 4th year as our camp nurse, I believe.
At least 3.
At least 3.
The best thing that you can do is to be healthy. One of the things that I think is really important is for you to pay attention to yourselves, to your children, to each other. Make sure that everybody's healthy. Make sure that everybody's good. Don't do anything different than you've always done. Wash your hands. Make sure everybody drinks enough water. This is very important, extremely hot. So water, water, water. It's really important. Make sure that you do mosquito spray when you go to the campfire. Make sure that you just really take care of each other. I'm in room 23. I have 1 injury already. So anybody can come and talk to me at any time. During lesson time, I will be with junior campers. Yes, I wear 2 hats too. So call me on my cell phone. If you need somebody, we'll be in the junior camper rooms for the day. Otherwise, I'm out and about all the time, and I'm at all the activities. So for those of you who need my cell phone number, I will give it to you.
I'd recommend all the parents who brought with their families, take the number down too.
Okay, it's 413-822-0440. Please call, don't text me. If I'm working with 15 children, it'll be in my pocket or next to me, but more than likely I won't hear it. And obviously you can always send somebody for me. So I am here for you 24/7. Try to sleep well so that I can. And just be healthy. Just remember all the stuff. There is hand sanitizer as you come into this room. There'll be ones sitting here, there, and everywhere. If you'd like to use them, make sure that you use them. And just like always, make sure you wash your hands before you eat. Make sure you don't touch food without, washing your hands. Just be healthy like you always have been.
Thank you. Can somebody grab Mr. Affleck and have him come up? He's outside there getting the test ready. By the way, Mr. Kalis will be giving room assignments and for flag lowering and also prayer in the morning. So if your room has been assigned the flag lowering, the flag raising, or the prayer, please be prompt. And there's also scripture, Bible reading in the morning too at a flagpole. All right, our camp newspaper editor, Mr. Affleck. Give it up for Mr. Ames.
Well, welcome to Camp 2020. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. This newspaper we're going to put out every day. It's for you. I'm hoping to get from you all your funny little stories from recreation, quotes from the different speeches, and whatever else. Cartoons, drawings. I like drawings. Anything you want to add into the paper. And of course, the pizza party at the end of the week is going to depend on your participation in the newspaper. So make sure you get your submissions in, get your cabin number or whatever on the papers as you hand them in so you get credit. That's about all I got to say for that.
So where's the office?
Office is, well, makeshift is out here right now, but it should be, what's that building called?
That's the Mountain View Lodge.
Mountain View Lodge right here. It's underneath. There's a set of glass doors in between the stairwells in there. And you'll see me in there. It's a nice air-conditioned room. You'll want to come visit me often.
And where can we get the newspaper tonight?
Newspaper is out here right now, and I'm printing some supplemental copies. So if we run out, just come back and get them. And then expect to get new issues every night right after campfire.
And where can they pick them up?
I'll bring them out to the cafeteria probably.
Okay.
We can have snacks?
There's a rec room downstairs.
Okay, I'll bring them to the rec room downstairs.
How much is a yearly subscription to your camp?
Only $99. Okay.
Okay,
Very good?
thank you.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? Mrs. White. Oh, that's right, Mrs. White. She's our fill-in campfire director until Mr. Pike gets here. Mrs. White, come on up.
Be careful when you answer the phone, because it might be Mr. Shurtleff saying, "Can you do this for me?" So I got the job of being the director of the entertainment and recreation at the campfire until Mr. Pike shows up. I've never done this before. I am totally clueless. You people all have to help me, or you will have a miserable campfire, and it won't be my fault. All the jokes and the skits and the rest of it all has to be vetted, and there's, you can talk to me, you can talk to Mr. Kalis, you can talk to, where's she? There.
Mrs. Ragers.
Mrs. Ragers. Never remember how to say your name. Mrs. Ragers. So one of the three of us has to approve whatever it is you want to do, but we're going to have fun, and we're also not going to let the mosquitoes eat us, so put on your bug dope. That's all I got.
Okay. Okay, what's next on the schedule?
Blackwell,
And what time is that?
7:50.
7, what? And what time is it now? So it doesn't look like we have much time. No, the flagpole is straight this way. It's just to the, just a little beyond the cafeteria. Okay, and then after that, we will meet in where? What's the next thing? I know we had to switch it a little bit. It's going to be in the cafeteria. And what do you bring when you take a quiz?
Pen.
Say that again.
Pen.
This man is 10 years old. That day brings a pen for a quiz. That's amazing. Yeah, bring a pen. Okay. All right, we'll see you at the flagpole.